What is up, gamers? Recently, the internet has been rocked by the loss of a programmer who helped revolutionize emulation, known as Byuu. And I thought I would try to explain the situation as best I can. The situation is not as cut and dry as many would assume. This is the story of extortion, death, and the villains of the internet. Kiwi Farms.
Do we even know who is this
Kiwi Farms.
person?
Well, they are a forum site ran by this guy, known as Null. Null isn't important, and I doubt he ever will be, but his website is. Kiwi Farms is simply a place where people go to discuss others. They discuss the wackiest individuals on the web, such as Yaniv, who is someone that likes to allegedly ogle little girls and ask them about their periods. DSP, who is far from an epic gamer and begs for money from his dwindling fan base. And Chris Chan, who needs no explanation. And of course the subject of today's video, Byuu. Byuu is rather mundane in the realm of lolcows. He's just a talented programmer that has had a few controversies, such as hoarding rare games, defending ownership of pornographic depictions of children, and supporting a friend of his who was soliciting an underage individual for intercourse. Some really minor stuff, really. This guy is definitely a stand-up individual and didn't deserve to have people learn about him. On June 28th, 2021, it was said that the BeastNest emulator creator known as Byuu took their own life after blaming Kiwi Farms users for cyberbullying them, which has been disputed because there is no evidence of this, and everything I could personally find did not meet the definition of cyberbullying, though Byuu did suffer from different afflictions such as depression brought on by his inability to learn Japanese. This news came as a surprise to many around the web, resulting in a widespread discussion surrounding the death. A longtime figure in the emulation, video game archiving, and online forum spaces, Byuu had both supporters and detractors online. On May 14th, 2018, a Kiwi Farms user made a long forum post detailing Byuu's online life and several controversies over the years, casting them in a less than positive light. The post itself links out to multiple examples of Byuu in the wild, as well as casting a final judgment about them. The thread went by for 2 years with users posting to it very irregularly, until February 7th, 2020, when Byuu posted a reply to the thread. The reply was mostly Byuu agreeing with some of the finer points of the post and admitting that they do act out online sometimes, while inviting others to poke fun at them. Byuu later goes on in the comment to own up to past controversies and even goes as far as to say thank you to the original poster for making the thread, as it acted as a wake-up call for him. Byuu then said that they will support the thread being shared and will personally counterclaim if it gets stricken by any legal agencies, and saying there are no hard feelings about the post. Despite this acceptance of the thread when the suicide was reported on, initially it was Kiwi Farms that was blamed. This is seen in the initial Y Combinator post. The post titled BeastNest author Byuu bullied to suicide by Kiwi Farms is a Google Drive document that was uploaded by the user Endless Mike. The document is a 2-page detailed account where Kiwi Farms is continually brought up as the source of stress and contention with Byuu. This led to outrage against Kiwi Farms in late June of 2021. This outrage was seen with the Twitter thread itself, as people replying were trying to find the host of Kiwi Farms, which is displayed at the bottom of every page of the farms as 1776 hosting. It's not hard to find, in an attempt to get them taken off the internet in a similar manner to 8chan. These calls to action were eventually answered as Kiwi Farms became the target of a DDoS campaign, bringing the website down on June 28th. With Kiwi Farms down, the only way to get a message out to people was on the error page. Kiwi's owner, Null, made a long-form post on the error page of the farms detailing a few things before making accusations in the tail end. In his error page, Knoll claimed that the allegations that Byuu is dead are dubious, citing that no one knows their real name or location and that there is no other evidence existing that shows a connection between Kiwi's thread and the supposed suicide except for Marquand's Twitter post and Google Doc that admits to being a third-party account. He then goes on to show with archived links, emails, and thread posts that show Byuu as the aggressor in this, and further claims that Byuu is faking the suicide to try and extort Kiwi Farms and get it to shut down for good. When looking back at the original Y Combinator news post, the user Endless Mike does prove to be an account that was created that day with only the one post and nothing else attributed to the account. This, combined with the emails that Knoll provided, gave the users of Kiwi Farms enough doubt to call into question that the suicide even took place, making the original 13-page thread balloon into staggering 92 pages. So that's about it. To answer the titular question, no, Kiwi Farms did not kill Byuu. The only one that could have killed Byuu was himself. I'm not sure what made Byuu pull 180 and blame the farms. His thread wasn't very harsh, with many just feeling bad that he had gone down the wrong path and praising the emulators he had made. Even if every post had been railing him, there weren't many posts prior to his death. He had 13 pages of discussion on him. When you compare that to others, there are many people with more threads than he had pages. Some individuals had more threads than he had posts. I will end with a quote from one of the greatest philosophers of the 21st century.
Got him!